Just vibing to the music. This is how we do it. All night, breezing down the freeway. Just me and my baby. Can I ride? Just me and my car.
A little bit about us. My name is KERRY Smalls. I'm actually, like, Bergen County is basically where I'm from. Like, I've grown up in Inglewood, Teaneck, Hackensack, all those local towns. So shout out to all the local towns I've grown up in. I graduated from Teaneck High School. That segment of my life, like, I guess, like, those years and up, like 8th grade and up, really builds, like, I guess, your character, who you are, whatever, like that. So that, like, being in high school and being interactive with my peers with every game, like, the personality that I have. So that's why we able to, like, do stuff like this and, like, don't care, like, we cool with it, whatever. As far as, like, backgrounds or whatever, what I do, like, I mean, I've always modeled, like, I've always liked modeling or whatever. Singing a little bit, writing. I'm a really good, like, songwriter, like, all that. So that just all builds up into, like, the creativity that we're about to, like, share with y'all for this show. I'm 19 years old. I'm a Gemini. I was born in June. My inspirations would be, like, as far as people, would kind of be, like, my mother, God. I get strength every day from those two, mainly my dad, both my dads, and that's pretty much it. What about you?
I'm from Inglewood, but, you know, I live in Hackensack. I went to Hackensack High School, where I graduated in 2009. I'm a Sag. My birthday is November. You know, the best month of the year. Actually, what made me want to get into the entertainment field was, like, at first I just seen it as a way out of the corporate world. Like, I don't want to wear, you know, suit and tie every day. I just found it as an escape of the corporate world. And actually, I started modeling when I was down in Miami. It wasn't me who said, you know, I want to go out and model. It was actually brought upon me. Somebody said, you know, I think you should, like, you'll be good in this or whatever. So I tried it, and, you know, I stuck with it, and I actually did relatively good. And I'm happy to see where it took me, you know, this far. It took me this far. I wonder how much further it could take me. But, you know, I have many more goals. Like, I want to be in TV. I want to be behind the camera, in front of the camera. Like, there's so much, like, you ain't, like, so much you could do. So much you could do in the entertainment field. I mean, like, when you see me on the runway, or you see me on the Terrykerry show, or you see me on this, you see me on that, trust me, that's not going to be the last you're going to see me. What inspired us to come up with the Terrykerry show? I don't know. I mean, you know, we wanted to be models at first, but then we thought, like, to get well-rounded in the entertainment field, you know, we should try, like, you know, television or internet, as we're doing right now, as well as, you know, continue our modeling thing. And then the idea actually came across from Shannon Tiller. She gave us the idea to come up with a show.
Shout out to Shannon Lee.
Yeah, shout out to Shannon Lee, and to see where it would take us right now. And I mean, that's my perspective on it, and that's how it came across. Yes,
I pretty much had, like, the same kind of, like, vision for the show. Like, the show, like we said, it came from Shannon Lee Tillett, CEO of Fierce Diamonds, who's gonna be on the show later. But it was like we just wanted something more to do, like, as far as, like, entertainment and things like that. Like, we have a show that is not covering, like, one thing, it's covering everything. Like, it's not just, like, we're gonna be all interviews or whatever. Like, we was like, what, like, that's just inspiration for the show. I don't know really how to explain it, because it's like the show is mad spontaneous. Like, it really did come out of nowhere, but it's kind of like a blessing in disguise, because we feel like real big things can come out of the show.
Yo, Big Mike, motherfucking ruler.
Our direction with the show, right now, you know, we're doing mad interviews with, you know, up-and-coming rising stars, you know, future music artists, model agents, so forth and so on. But we also, you know, that's not what we're limited to. We're also, you know, into spontaneous, funny things, like comedic things, like random, yeah, like he said, random bullshit. Like, you go out of these doors of you know, on campus and stuff, and you'll see some weird things. So, you know, once we better ourselves in the show. We're gonna get more out into the streets, talking to the everyday, the everyday student, the everyday working person, to see, their opinions on life, and see, what's spontaneous or random things like we could pick up outside. We're not just limited to, serious sit-down interviews with people asking questions. We're just well-rounded. We want to get everything, for everybody point of view that's watching. We want everything. We want to make you laugh, but we want to make you learn at the same time. Or we want you to, stuff to intrigue your mind. Like if it's a fashion thing, we want you to just be like, all right, this is cool. I never thought I could wear this. Let me try. Something just to get your brain working, and something that you're into as well. You feel me? Yeah. That's it.
I think it's the same thing. Like it started off kind of as like we haven't even really done that much on the go stuff, like outside asking people's personal opinions or whatever about like topics or things that really touch generation. But like before we even got a chance to do that, we already found ourselves like trying to interview like rising singers and dancers and people that are into fashion. Like we didn't even really get a chance to do our on the go episodes yet, which are gonna come, and they most likely will be hilarious. Like cause we're just gonna be wild, and like we're in college right now, we're on a campus, so we make sure we have a lot of free time to be out and be present. That's how you get noticed. You're out and about, and people are gonna know who you are. So, but I guess the main direction of the show is just it's gonna be like a community show. Like we're around our community. You got to start somewhere small before you can like get somewhere big. So like people have to know us on the base level before we can jump to the top. Like so that's how we kind of think of it as right now. Like this is like it's a building process, and then the direction of the show can go anywhere. We're not gonna sit here and say that it's gonna go down. I'm not gonna repeat that. Like I'm just not saying it's not gonna go down. That's all I'm saying.
It's not going down.
Direction's not going down. I'm not saying nothing else, but it's just not going down. So
not at all.
That's really it. Like that's the general idea of the show. That's where it's going. Like we kind of don't know where it's going, but that's kind of like the excitement of it, because the next one day something else could change. Yeah. Like in one phone call, we could just be like, oh, like be here this time, whatever. So we really don't know the direction of the show. Like we're just letting God come into our lives, or letting people come into our lives and give us opportunities. Yeah. So we out here with open arms, welcoming whatever.
I just needed time to do what I had to.
I like to rap, mostly freestyle. Rapping is my my thing. I'm getting into the producing world. I'm learning how to edit now, so holla at me for the editing. How to plug that in. And mostly I'm like anything really that intrigues my my brain, gets my brain thinking. I'll pick it up as a hobby, and that's it.
Caught in the life I can't.
THEMESELVES Show. The THERRY Show.
Hi, I'm Terry.
Yes, and I'm KERRY.
More interviews
that you don't want to miss. And
see us on the runway.
Yeah, see us taking pics.
On the go videos.
And on the go flicks.
What is it to us?
Yeah, we rising for success.
Not worried about the haters.
Yeah, we worry about the best. The THERRY Show. The THERRY Show.
I won't ever know.
When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall. Automatic weapons on the floor, but who can you call? My down bitch, one who live by the code. Put this music shit aside, get it in on the road. Lot of quiet time.